Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Michal and today we're watching Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Before we start watching, I want to talk about two things from Episode 1. First is Palpatine saying that Queen Amidala is young and naive. I'm not sure that's entirely true. I mean, there are people that she trusts that maybe she shouldn't, like Palpatine. But the fact that she has this, what should I call it? The fact that she has this other persona named Padme, or maybe it's the other way around. Padme is like who she really is, and the Queen is the persona, the mask. But anyway, the fact that she has this means that she's not naive, because she knows that if she appears to people as the Queen, they're not authentic. They may lie to her, tell her just what she wants to hear, and she wants the truth. Now, whether or not it's her own idea, or maybe someone advised her, she understands why she has to do it. So that's the opposite of being naive. I don't know what's the opposite word of naive. Doesn't matter. Another thing is Anakin promised, he told his mother he would come back and save her. He said, I promise. In this episode, he's supposed to be older. I wonder if he's gonna keep that promise in this episode, maybe the last one. Although in the last one, I think that's the one where he turns evil. I just hope he keeps his promise somehow. Okay, that's it. We're gonna start watching. If you want the full-length reaction, check the link in the description. That'll be a nice way to support me and the channel. Otherwise, let's just get right into it.
I guess I was wrong. There was no danger at all.
I know that it's not her.
This vote is very important. You did your duty. Corday did hers. Now come.
Negotiations will not fail.
He looks older.
Do you think it will really come to war?
Impossible to see. The future is.
Do you have any idea who is behind this attack? I think that Count Dooku was behind it.
You know, milady, Count Dooku was once a Jedi. He couldn't assassinate anyone. It's not in his character.
Yeah, but we know that a Jedi can turn.
I realize all too well that additional security might be disruptive for you. Perhaps someone you're familiar with. An old friend, like Master Kenobi.
Yay!
I haven't felt you this tense since we fell into that nest of gundarks.
Everyone was swooning over Hayden. He's so dreamy.
You're sweating. Relax. I haven't seen her in 10 years, Master.
Oh, that's why.
Annie? My goodness, you've grown.
So have you. Grown more beautiful, I mean.
Oh, please.
Annie, you'll always be that little boy I knew on Tatooine.
We're here to protect you, Senator, not to start an investigation.
We will find out who's trying to kill you, Padme.
We will not exceed our mandate, my young Padawan learner, and you will pay attention to my lead.
Why? What?
He is a bad Padawan.
I've thought about her every day since we've parted, and she's forgotten me completely.
He's too intense.
We'll have to try something more subtle this time, Sam. My client is getting impatient. Take these. Be careful, they're very poisonous.
What's going on?
She covered the cameras. I don't think she liked me watching her.
Yeah, because you're probably a creep.
It's too risky. Besides, your senses aren't that attuned to my young apprentice.
And yours are.
Oh my god, he is such a brat.
I don't sleep well anymore.
Because of your mother?
I don't know why I keep dreaming about her.
Because you promised to save her.
I'd much rather dream about Padme. Just being around her again is...
Oh my god, he is too much. What? Ugh.
The Chancellor doesn't appear to be corrupt.
Palpatine is a politician. spent as much time practicing your saber techniques as you do your wit, you would rival Master Yoda as a swordsman.
I thought I already did.
Only in your mind, my very young apprentice.
Yeah, he needs to remember his place.
Once again, you've proved
If you'll excuse me.
Oh my god. I thought Luke was reckless, but Anakin is even worse.
Patience. Use the Force. Think.
Sorry, Master.
You went in there to hide, not to run.
Yes, Master.
Next time, try not to lose it. This weapon is your life.
I think he is a she. And I think she's a changeling.
Changeler?
There's a senator from Naboo.
And who hired you?
It's just a job. Who hired you? Tell us. Tell us now! It was a bounty hunter who called.
Oh, so that's a changeler.
Track down this bounty hunter, you must, Obi-Wan.
Mm-hmm.
What about Senator Amidala? She will still need protecting.
Handle that. Your Padawan will.
Of course.
They've finally given you an assignment. Your patience has paid off.
Your guidance more than my patience.
In time, you will learn to trust your feelings. Then you will be invincible. You are the most gifted Jedi I have ever met. I see you becoming the greatest of all Jedi, Anakin. Even more powerful than Master Yoda.
His abilities have made him, well, arrogant.
Yes, arrogant, that's the word.
If the prophecy is true, your apprentice is the only one who can bring the Force back into balance.
But in episode 1 they sensed danger in him, no?
Misa accept this with more humility and
Jar Jar, I don't wish to hold you up.
This is nice.
Don't get me wrong. Obi-Wan is a great mentor. In some ways, I'm really ahead of him. But he feels that I'm too unpredictable. He's overly critical. He never listens. He doesn't understand. It's not fair.
Yeah, I don't think you're ready.
Please don't look at me like that.
Why not?
It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a real creep. I don't like that look. I don't know if they told him to make that face, or maybe he was not such a good actor. I don't know.
You can tell me what this is.
This baby belongs to them cloners. What you got here is a Camino saber dart.
Cloners. What are they cloning exactly?
I'm looking for a planetary system called Camino. It doesn't show up in the archive charts.
I hate to say it, but it looks like the system you're searching for doesn't exist.
Impossible. Perhaps the archives are incomplete.
Why do I get the feeling like
Item
she's
does not appear
evil?
in our records. It does not exist.
Are you allowed to love? Thought that was forbidden for a Jedi.
What, like priests? Oh my god, take a cold shower, man.
Younglings, a visitor we have.
I'm looking for a planet described to me by an old friend. I trust him, but the systems don't show in the archive maps.
Gravity's silhouette remains, but the star and all the planets disappeared they have. How can this be?
Because someone erased it from the archive memory.
Only a Jedi could have erased those files.
Oh, that's... At the beginning they talked about someone who was a Jedi and maybe he killed someone else.
I think the Republic needs you. I'm glad that you chose to serve.
Yeah, I think she did good as a queen.
If the Senate votes to create an army, I'm sure it's going to push us into a civil war. The day we stop believing democracy can work is the day we lose it.
Yeah, but you also need to protect it.
What is your suggestion, Master Jedi?
Oh, Anakin's not a Jedi yet. He's still a Padawan learner. But I was thinking...
Hold on a minute.
Excuse me.
Is it just me, or he needs to be slapped a few times? And I think he has some anger issues.
200,000 units are ready, with 1 million more well on the way.
What?
Good news.
Please tell your master, Cypher Diaz, that his order will be met on time.
Master Cypher Diaz was killed almost 10 years ago.
But I'm sure he would have been proud of the army we've built for him.
The army?
Yes, a clone army.
Did he say who it was for?
This army is for the Republic.
Obi Kenobi went there for one reason, but then they expected a Jedi to come to check out the new army. What?
We used to lie out on the sand and let the sun dry us.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Yeah, I hate it too.
Here everything is soft and smooth.
I mean, this is making me feel uncomfortable.
And who was the original host?
A bounty hunter called Jango Fett. Fett demanded only one thing, an unaltered clone for himself.
Let me get this straight. A Jedi who we don't know who, contacted these aliens to make an army of clones.
We need a system where the politicians sit down and discuss the problem. Agree what's in the best interest of all the people, and then do it.
That's exactly what we do. The trouble is that people don't always agree.
Well, then they should be made to.
Who's gonna make them?
I don't know. Someone wise.
Sounds an awful lot like a dictatorship to me.
Well, if it works.
They're making it too easy for me to see the evil in him. His weird smiles. No one can beat the chemistry that Harrison Ford had with, what's her name? Fisher? Carrie Fisher?
Ever made your way as far into the interior as Coruscant?
Once or twice.
Recently?
Possibly.
Then you must know Master Cypher Diaz.
Never heard of him.
They are confusing me.
I was recruited by a man called Tyrannus on one of the moons of Bogdan.
So Obi-Wan just happened to stumble upon something major.
Aggressive negotiations, what's that?
Well, negotiations with a lightsaber.
He's actually a good casting for as Luke's dad when he was younger, obviously.
The closer I get to you, the worse it gets. The thought of not being with you, I can't breathe.
We live in a real world. Come back to it. You're studying to become a Jedi. I'm a senator.
We could keep it a secret.
We'd be living a lie.
You're right. It would destroy us.
They say Master Cypher Diaz placed an order for a clone army at the request of the Senate almost 10 years ago.
Whoever placed that order did not have the authorization of the Jedi Council. I think it is time we inform the Senate that our ability to use the Force is diminished.
Only the Dark Lord of the Sith knows of our weakness. If informed the Senate is, multiply our adversaries' will.
You promised you saved her.
I know I'm disobeying my mandate to protect you, Senator. But I have to go. I have to help her.
Yeah, he's already gone. Oh, almost. Come on, fly. Whoosh. Is that like a GPS?
Hey, Lanny. A Jedi. What do you know?
My mother.
She's not mine no more. I sold her.
Wait, what about 3PO? Where's 3PO?
Believe it or not, I heard he freed her and married her. Tell me a bit of that, eh? Yeah.
if he freed her and married her, why was she in pain?
Dad! I think we're being tracked.
Hang on, son. We'll move into the asteroid field.
Seismic charges. Stand by.
We got him!
We'll just have to finish him.
R4. Prepare to jettison the spare part canisters. Fire them now.
That's the same thing that Han Solo did.
Oh, hello.
Hey, 3PO.
3PO?
The Maker! Oh, Master Annie! I knew you would return. I knew it.
I'm Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, and Lars. I guess I'm your stepbrother.
Oh, okay.
Klieg Lars. Shmi is my wife. We should go inside. We have a lot to talk about.
Did she die?
30 of us went out after her. 4 of us came back. After I lost my leg, I just couldn't ride anymore. I don't want to give up on her. But she's been gone a month. Your mother's dead, son.
I don't think she is.
These are good people, Padme. You'll be safe.
Anakin.
Why did they make this shot with their shadows?
What about the senator from Naboo? Is she dead yet? I am not signing your treaty until I have her head on my desk.
I am a man of my word, Viceroy. With these new battle droids we built for you, you'll have the finest army in the galaxy. I am quite convinced that 10,000 more systems will rally to our cause with your support, gentlemen.
He played in Lord of the Rings.
The Jedi will be overwhelmed. The Republic will agree to any demands we make.
Oh my god.
Annie? Annie? Oh, you look so handsome. I love.
Stay with me, Mom.
Oh no. I cannot bear like all the scenes with kids losing their parents. That's one reason why he's gonna turn, right? He's letting anger take a hold of him.
Anakin! Anakin! No! Young Skywalker is in pain. Terrible pain.
You're not all powerful.
Well, I should be. I will even learn to stop people from dying.
Anakin.
It's all Obi-Wan's fault. He's jealous. He's holding me back.
My god.
What's wrong, Annie?
What's wrong? He's angry. He's crazy.
I killed them all. And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. They're like animals. And I slaughtered them like animals. I hate them.
Oh my god. And she's falling in love with him. Oh my god.
The Commerce Guilds and the Corporate Alliance have both pledged their armies to Count Dooku and are forming a... Wait.
The most important thing for you is to stay where you are.
He's like my father.
Yeah, so what are you gonna do about it?
He gave me strict orders to stay here.
Oh, suddenly you're obeying the orders.
And I'm going to help Obi-Wan. If you plan to protect me, you'll just have to come along.
Commerce Guilds are preparing for war, there can be no doubt of that.
Count Dooku must have made a treaty with them.
The Senate will never approve the use of clones before the Separatist attack.
The Senate must vote the Chancellor emergency powers. He can then approve the creation of an army.
But what senator would have the courage to propose such a radical amendment?
Qui-Gon always spoke very highly of you. I wish you were still alive. I could use his help right now.
Qui-Gon Jinn would never join you.
He knew all about the corruption in the Senate, but he would never have gone along with it if he had learned the truth as I have.
The truth?
The truth. What if I told you that the Republic was now under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith? Hundreds of senators are now under the influence of a Sith Lord called Darth Sidious.
That's Palpatine.
You must join me, Obi-Wan. And together, we will destroy the Sith.
I will never join you, Dooku.
The names are so weird. I'm having a hard time keeping up with them.
It may be difficult to secure your release.
If you don't join me, you're staying here.
Misa propose that the Senate give immediately emergency powers to the Supreme Chancellor.
It is with great reluctance.
Master, reluctance.
The power you give me, I will lay down when this crisis has abated. I will create a grand army of the Republic to counter the increasing threats of the Separatists.
Bambi. Someone stop the wheels.
I've been dying a little bit each day since you came back into my life.
Really? I don't feel it.
I love you.
Why? Of course, there's a creature. This is animal cruelty. Oh, and he learned before when they were in Naboo. He learned how to ride the animals.
Master Windu, this party's over. You're impossibly outnumbered.
Okay, that's his demise. What about his kid, though?
You call this a diplomatic solution?
No, I call it aggressive negotiations.
Oh, nice. That was a good callback.
Surrender, and your lives will be spared.
Yoda! His son. He's gonna take his place.
I will take the designs with me to Coruscant. They will be much safer there with my master.
That's cool.
I can't leave her! Come to your senses! What do you think Padme would do were she in your position?
She would do her duty.
Yep.
We'll take him together. You're going slowly on the left.
Taking him now.
No, Anakin, no!
Oh my god. He keeps doing it.
Brave of you, boy.
Oh my god. I missed it.
I've become more powerful than any Jedi. Even you.
Yeah, he has the same power like the Emperor. Ah, he's so small. He can cut his feet. History keeps repeating itself with the hands.
The war has begun.
Excellent. Everything is going as planned.
I feel we should keep a closer eye on the Senate.
I agree.
Where is your apprentice?
On his way to Naboo, escorting Senator Amidala. I have to admit that without the clones, it would not have been a victory.
Not victory. Begun. The Clone War has.
Really? They're getting fucking married? Is that even allowed for a Jedi? Oh my god. First I want to think about where I put this episode on my rank. I don't know if I like it better than episode 1. I'll have to think about it. Maybe I'll even have to watch the entire episode again, because there was one thing that really bugged me, which was Hayden's character, and specifically, and I think it was his acting. I'll have to rewatch the episode, I think, and then I'll know exactly how much I like it and where I rank it. Oh, let's start with the one thing that really mattered to me. I talked about it in the intro, about Anakin, his promise to save his mother. He didn't really fulfill. Would you say he fulfilled it? I mean, he got to her by the end, basically. I think she held on for so long just because she wanted to see him. I think she remembered his promise, and she was hoping that now that he's older and, maybe a Jedi, because that was the plan, that he would come and save her. And when he did come, then she finally could let go. I'm so frustrated about her husband and her stepchildren. It's like they didn't care. I'm having a hard time remembering exactly what the husband said, but he said something about an injury. He's waiting for the injury to pass, and then he'll see what he can do. It also bugs me that that's how she died. But, for the story, it was good that she died, obviously, because that made Anakin kind of channel the dark side. Obviously, he was angry, and he said that he didn't only kill the men, but also all the female and the children, I think he said. I think that it's pretty obvious by now that someone like that shouldn't be a Jedi. He is arrogant and he has a rage problem. And I'm not just talking about the thing with his mom, because that I understand. They killed his mom. But even when he talks about Obi Kenobi, how he's holding him back, and he starts to throw things, and for some reason Amadilla, she falls in love with him. Besides the fact that he's handsome and maybe fun to hang with, I don't understand why. Again, arrogance, rage, but I don't know, she falls in love with him. He loves her. He loved her since he was a little boy. He thought about her every day, and they end up getting married. I liked, first of all, the scenery of the wedding was nice. Was that the same place where she talked about how they used to swim? Is that where she told him about her childhood memories? I think it was the same spot. And where they first kissed. Anyway, the scenery was beautiful in the entire movie, by the way. I liked the golden robotic hand that Anakin got. I suppose he built it himself because he's that skilled. Oh, and I had to rewatch the fight between him and Dooku, is it? Yeah, because I looked away for just a second and missed that part where he cut off his hand. So I rewatched that, the fight scene with Dooku and Yoda that was cute. Little Yoda, all the jumps he's making, it's like in a video game. Oh, and I liked Yoda's power, where he kind of absorbs the power used against him, and then he lashes it out back to the enemy. Yeah, that was cool. And he tells him, you still have a lot to learn. So I assume Kudu was Yoda's Padawan? Oh, the love story. I'm not a fan of how they developed the love between Amadilla and Anakin. I didn't feel the tension, the chemistry. Definitely not like I felt it with Leia and Han Solo. Anakin most of the time felt like a creep. But again, it's probably just the actor and not really how the character is supposed to be. Okay, so the Force is getting weaker. So Yoda and Windu and the entire council, the Dark Force is clouding their vision. And we saw the beginning of the stormtroopers. Oh, the Fett and his son. So the son is the one that we see in the originals, right? To sum up, I really don't know how I feel about this movie because of the love story that I didn't quite... It's not what I thought it would be, and Hayden's acting was cringe most of the time. I do, however, love the fact that Anakin lost his hand, because that takes me back to episode 6 where Luke cut off his hand as well, and it's the same hand, I believe. Oh, Jar Jar was kind of different in this movie, not so clumsy, not so annoying. And what's his face? Palpatine, aka Lord Sidious. His face looked the same as episode 1, but also kind of different. He has more wrinkles and his eyes are red, and his voice kind of it changed a little bit. He's getting a bit scarier. Oh, Palpatine is also very pale in this one. I like how his transformation is kind of gradual. I'm going over some scenes, and I'm seeing Anakin and Amadilla in the meadow, and it reminds me so much of Twilight and Edward and Bella. Maybe that's where they took it. I liked seeing the creature that owned Anakin and his mother back in the days. He's now poor and flies are flying all over him, just to emphasize how poor he really is. That's great. I wonder if anyone knows or will find out what Anakin did when he killed all the Sand people. That's definitely not good for his training, and definitely a red flag. For the last episode, episode 3, I'll make a wild prediction that maybe somehow Amadilla dies because of something that Anakin does, whether it's by his own hands or maybe just something that a decision he makes that affects Amadilla. I suppose that's after she gives birth to Leia and Luke. So again, I'm not sure how I feel about this movie, but you know what? I think I do like episode 1 better than episode 2. Let me know if I'm the only one. Do you feel the same about those two? But I am looking forward to episode 3 because one of you put that on your rank. You have that on second place, the 3rd episode. I hope you join me next week as well when we finish the prequels. And after that, I don't know, you can give me recommendations to other movies for us to watch together. Yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. If you like this video, hit the like button. And yeah, bye for now.